Playing with a boy, da 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 da. Playing with a few boys. Appetites and sunsets. Nothing but a simple ploy. Playing with the boys. Oh, that is our theme song, folks. Kenny Loggins playing with the boys. As always, a beautiful version sung by me. I hope we don't get copyright struck for my beautiful, beautiful golden pipes. A lot of people say they're platinum pipes. They call me P. They call me Triple P. Frankly, platinum pipes. What was the last one? Well, anyway, this is the show now. This is the show. I'm just gonna lie here. I figure everyone else, used to know. Apparently, everyone in the shitverse, and everybody just does lazy, lazy shows. So why not make a mockery of all these shows and just do my show lying down? Who cares anyway? This is still at least a real show. I'm just going to watch clips for 3 hours and wait for you people to give me thousands of dollars, because apparently that's the formula now. So why not just lean into it? I need a lot of money. I need money. Please, please. Oh, please. We have to hit the goal today. We have to hit the goal today, folks. Sports Mask Collective, episode 117. Much to discuss. The last Sports Mask was last Friday, live from Citi Field with Meade and Julio and friends. And, I said on the, if you caught the Stancil Walks in Harlem yesterday, I mentioned I was going to do this Monday, but I found a little time carved out in my Saturday. And I figured, let me bless the public with a rare Saturday midday stream. Perhaps some other people who normally can't watch live can join us. Although the numbers of people watching week to week, God bless all the Stancilites and anyone else, frankly, with any kind of good taste in sport and podcasting for tuning in, as the numbers continue to be quite amazing. You could ask Yuzi. Here we go. Let me send, this is going to be the show. I'm just going to do this. Who cares? Yeah, this is my piece. This is my all-star jersey. Really not a big deal. You can't buy this jersey. Glory days. Look at a young girl's eye. Glory days. Glory days. And as you know, if you watch this show regularly, this show is mostly a singing request show now. If you'd like me to sing anything, it's singing and impressions. If you'd like me to sing anything specific or do any specific impressions, just, you got to pay to play. Send a super chat. Please send a super chat. Oh, please. Please. Oh, I need money. Let's hit the goal. We're going to hit the goal. Please, please. Oh, my God, I need money. Vinny Cash, please come back. What am I going to do? What are we going to do? Peek behind the scenes, we've lost hundreds of dollars a month because of my quest for truth and reality, and I don't regret a dang second of it, because it's so freeing to not be a sheep to the dollar sign. Many, if not most, of these podcasts have truly, truly sold their soul to the dollar sign, whether it be super chats or ad reads, etc. And then consequently, you got to watch what you say. Can't talk about this person. Can't talk about that person. Not here, folks. Not at Ski Mask Media. We actually actively self-destruct ourselves just in the quest of truth and reality. And that's what we're going to do here today at Sports Mask Collective. Quick news update in case you're on the move. Shedeur Sanders has been drafted finally by the Cleveland Browns with pick, I think, 144. And I will get to, we have a Shedeur Sanders segment we'll get to in a bit, folks. As always, the ground rules. Get it? Sports show, ground rules, whatever. All super chats will be read. I may or may not check the poor people chat, but feel free to talk amongst yourselves and have some fun in there. But if you want something actually read, just super chat it. But really, go over and join the Patreon if you want to support $3 measly freaking dollars, which is not even a Celsius nowadays, by the way. I bought 2 Celsius yesterday for $7. I was in a pinch. I usually get my weekly dozen off of Amazon for $22. But it's really amazing out here. So feel free. But go join patreon.com, Ski Mask Media. We just uploaded before we started 2 new Patreon-only episodes. Me on the kayak from Monday, where I documented crows and ospreys interacting with each other. Nobody else. You're not getting that in these fat losers' basements or wife's bedrooms, wherever the hell are these Zoom shows. Only getting that on patreon.com, Ski Mask Media, and also a Stancil Walks in Harlem, where I walked down 125th Street in the belly of the beast yesterday. Also up on the Patreon. And we do this, I do this as a hobby, for the love of the game. My point is still putting out more content for less price than most of these other shows, and frankly, better, more interesting content. Stancil Outdoors, of course, is our nature programming. Not necessarily a comedic show, but frankly, I can't help it. And yeah. Anywho, I'll do a plug for Mead. Secret show tomorrow night, Rodney's Comedy Club, New York City, 8 o'clock. Actually pretty great lineup, capped off, folks, by the great Ray Kump himself. If you know anything about podcasting, Ray Kump regularly does shows with Tim Dillon, one of his best buds from Long Island. He will be on the Secret Show tomorrow night over there at Rodney's. I will make an appearance. I will be working #RealJob, but I'll be stopping by. Don't you worry, little head, about that. Maybe Gil Bravo, that fat Spanish man, will finally show up. He keeps sending me love messages in front of and behind the scenes. And I am wearing my my primetime glasses as a salute to Shedeur Sanders getting drafted. Congrats to him. Maybe I'll just take a nap. Maybe I'll just watch a clip for 20 minutes and eat a piece of bread. Maybe I'll just talk about fucking Ray or Chad for the 5th year in a row. Maybe I'll stream snipe somebody else's show. Maybe I'll talk about Stuttering John, because no other shows ever do that. Maybe I'll talk about Steel Toe. Just kidding. That's all gay. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about, which is basically this show is morphed into pretty much that. But it is a sports show. Oh, let me see. I did tell Victor and Mead. Everybody wants a link. Just tell me. As you can tell, I don't care. I'm a man of the people. Who wants the link? Whether you're a real person or whatever. If you want the link, let me know. I don't fucking care. I'll talk to anybody. But let's send Victor and Mead the link. Our trip to Colorado, quickly approaching, a little more than a month away now. Couple days, and we will be heading out to Colorado to see, of course, the greatest band in all the land, Lord Huron at Red Rocks, as well as probably making Lady KB airtight, as the kids say, back at the cabin in the deep in the woods of the Rocky Mountains for the rest of the weekend. KB, are you around? You want the link? What are you poor people talking about? I'm a gracious God. I'll bless you, poors. Let's see what's going on. Funky Bronco, as always, hasn't taken his medication. Every show is a drinking show if you want it to be, Funky Bronco. It's mostly just Funky Bronco. Get out of bed. I'm not getting out of bed. I was in the gym for 3 hours this morning. That's a fact. Ready? Get out your notebooks. Get out your notebooks. Here's what Daddy did this morning already. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 45-minute Peloton class. Shout out the gay Cody Rigsby. Then we did chest and abs with a focus on the upper chest. So we did cable low to high flies, low to high cable flies, rope crunches, and then obviously I only do supersets. So these are all in a row without breaks in between. Cable flies low to high, rope extension crunches, and polish it off with a cable press. Do that 4 times. That set 4 times. And then we did incline bench into I can't even explain it. You wouldn't even believe it if I showed you. Negative leg lifts. That's when you lift your legs up to 90 degrees, actually, as we like to say here. Get your lower back up off the bench, and as slow as you can, let them down. Do one of them and get back to me. Did that. Incline presses into decline leg lifts, into over the head dumbbell pulls for the upper chest, into dumbbell crunches with minimum 70-pound dumbbells. Then we polish it off on the incline barbell thing. Close grip incline press into 35-pound plate. What do you call it? Rotations into wide grip incline press, and then did another 50 minutes on the elliptical. Folks, it's unbelievable what's happening out here. It's a little too late to get that summer body, but it's never too late to get started. I told you back in February, March, if you wanted to get in shape for the summer, that's the time you got to start. February or March. We're getting a little long in the tooth if you want that summer body, Stanselites, but never too late. Better to get started. Maybe you can get an end of summer body if you start now, at least. Anywho, where do we want to start? Oh, I never even finished looking. I have ADHD and possibly other afflictions. It's mostly just Funky Bronco talking. Let's see. I was watching the Yale-Princeton lacrosse game. Oh, absolutely. Sam V's a member, so I'll read it. If you're a member, you get more perks. You also get all of the lives I do, mostly because Ski Mask is worthless pretty much. All the lives I do always go members only, by the way, until I get to my computer. So there are perks to being a member besides just being a good person. Ski Mask Media. I am drinking a beer. Not good. So it is a drinking show. Drink with Ski Mask, folks. Drink with Ski Mask in the comments. Danielle Ashe, the beautiful, the Manitoba mommy, they call her. Beautiful, beautiful woman, beautiful breasts as well. What's going on? Funky Bronco's an idiot. I talked to Juggy yesterday about wrestling. We'll get to wrestling too. We haven't covered WrestleMania. Oh, we got a lot to get to. I haven't even started the show yet, but I am not going to move off of this bed. That's for sure. There you go. Doomsbear. MLC is dead. Listen, I don't want to keep talking about it, but I got to keep talking about it. I told you, I mean, we're going on 3 or 4 years since the Super Chat era started. I told you what was coming. It seems more and more as each week passes, it comes to more of a head as people are getting on my bandwagon that I started. I told you this wasn't going to end well. This is not sustainable. It's not entertaining. Listen, and I know super chats are such a hot thing in this sphere of podcasting, but super chats are really meant to support the show, get a word in here or there, but it's mostly super chats are supposed to be for supporting the show, and you get to say a couple words. It's not for whatever the hell MLC has turned into to make it about the super chatters. That's what sucks. It's not supposed to be about the super chats or super chatters. That's supposed to be a kind supplements from you fine folks to support the programming, rather than just because, frankly and truly, me and pretty much everyone else besides the people that send the message, none of us give a shit what you guys think about the show. Like for this show, send a super chat. You can, as I said, here at least you get something for your money. I'll sing a song. I'll do an impression. But it's not just to see. I mean, competing for who sends more super chats. Anything gayer in the world than sending another grown man money just to be his friend. That's why I always said fraternities are gay. You're paying for friendship. And that's just a fact. Frats are gay. It's like a sports team without the sports. You're just paying to be friends. I used to get in a lot of fights with frats back in El Colegio. Dolphins pick is in. I got the TV on in the back. I'll let you know if anything crazy happens in this draft. I mostly just don't care. I care about doing a real show. Yeah! I'm not paying a mortgage. I'm not hitting a goal. I'm talking about what we want to talk about. They're getting the hell out. And that's out of respect for you fine people. Oh, please, send $50. I'll do 10 more minutes. Oh, send something. But seriously, send money. I need money. I'm hemorrhaging cash, but also Super Jessica. So you figure it out. Anywho, I never even sent Victor the link. I got so carried away because I'm such a natural at this. I don't need, I don't need cruxes like 7 guests like these other shit shows. I don't need to put a fucking puppet on my head or my asshole. I don't need to be a potato. I don't need to just comment on other men the entire time. I can actually do it on my own. And as you Stancelites know, watch a show for a while, I actually actively don't really like guests or anything else. It's all a crux. Guests are really a crux for people those who can podcast, those who can't invite 9 guests on their show and put puppets on their feet. And I still haven't sent Victor the... Oh, I did send him a link. He's just not showing up. All right, whatever. Who cares? Let's talk about... I do have a segment on the draft. I mean, we do segments here. It's unbelievable. This is really just something. But it's a rainy day here in New England after a beautiful week. Let's talk about the best team in baseball, literally. I'm not even saying that ironically now, which is crazy. The New York Mets ripped off 8 in a row. Of course, we witnessed last Friday one of the great, frankly, Mets games, probably top 20 Mets games in history, with Lindor's walk-off home run, bottom of the 9th. Went absolutely hog wild. Citi Field... most homestand attendance since its opening last weekend, as they won every single game, 7 in a row. Then they won 1 on the road in D.C. And last night, frankly, totally screwed out of a win. They the triple play that never should have been if you watched it, the ball clearly hit the ground before going in the guy's glove. Apparently not reviewable. Not sure how that's not reviewable. But anyway, the Mets had was it bases loaded or first and second, and hit into a triple play where the ball clearly hit the ground. Mendoza argued. Down 4-1, came back to take the lead. Sorry, down 3-1. Came back to take the lead on a Mark Vientos bases clearing triple. 3 runs. They took the lead 4-3. Washington tied it and they lost a 9. But listen, they were due. You got to lose sometime. But before that, Mets rip off 8 in a row. Best record in baseball. You got to love to see it, to see the Yankees play little brother to the Mets. We love to see that here in the tri-state. And listen, Juan Soto hasn't even started hitting yet in New York. Okay, I mean, Alonso's ripping the cover off the ball. Lindor's ripping the cover off the ball. Soto hasn't even started hitting yet, so he's due, all these guys, these big hitters, when they have a hot streak, which they inevitably do, they'll rip off, weeks with, 3-4 home runs, 8 to 10 RBI, something like that. Soto hasn't even started hitting yet, and his numbers are fine. Listen, everybody calm down. Anybody's talking about Soto this, Soto that, calm down. He still has actually very good numbers. He's going to be fine. So that's what's in the Mets. I will be back next homestand. I'll be back there. 4th game already on the season. Playing with a boy, playing with a boy. I'm going to take a call. I'm going to take a personal call on the show because who cares? You people give money to shows where the guy doesn't even talk for 10 minutes and they just talk about the same shit. So what's taking a call? Hello. Hello. Nothing. What are you doing? And where are you headed? That's all right. Yeah, I'm just asking. All right. Well, let me know your travels. Uh huh. All right. Well, keep me posted. Can't wait to hear the news. Hmm. Uh huh. Tomorrow. All right. Oh, come on. What, it was just hectic? Yeah. Everybody's out of their mind. Yeah. No. Yeah, you're totally normal. Well, at least you're free. All right. Yeah, let me know. I'll talk to you. There you go. That's the show. That's the show. I just lie down in bed and take calls. Again, as lazy as this looks, this is like running a marathon compared to what these other people call a podcast. I mean, hey, you want me to invite 9 people on the show so we could all talk over each other about the same things everybody else is talking about? You got that guy Joey C, literally a crystal meth, like literally inserted himself out of nowhere, and you people treat him like he's a real person. Whatever. Enough. I'm not even going to get into it. I can't help you people. You people can't help yourselves caring about these losers. Meanwhile, an all-American athlete is telling you everything you need to know about sports, and not a single super chat. Please, I need money. Please, Vinny Cash pulled his Patreon. What am I gonna do? How am I? Oh, whatever will I do? How am I gonna pay my bills? Oh, Vinny Cash, please. Just kidding. I don't care. All right, we can talk about the NFL draft, I suppose. Um, Yeah, well, listen, for starters, Roger Goodell continues to be. I mean, you want to talk about you want to talk about money? Forget about super chats. I mean, I'm surprised Roger Goodell hasn't started a super chat show. Honestly, with the amount of money I mean, the guy is fueled by the dollar sign. And now they're doing, I assume you find sports fans have seen, but now they're doing destination drafts, right? So it used to be MSG, the Madison Square Garden, every April. They would do the draft, 3 nights, get in, get out, yada, yada, yada. And now, of course, because the NFL and Roger Goodell can't leave a half a penny. What's the old timey coin called? Pence, half pence, 6 pence, none the richer. Remember that band or song? So kiss me, kiss me, out in the bearded barley, swing me out in the green, green grass. You wear those shoes and I'll wear that dress. Oh, kiss me out in the milky twilight. Leave me out in the moonlit floor. Strike up the band and let the spotlight, silver moon sparkling. So kiss me. Thank you, folks. Once again, 20 seconds, and I've been more entertaining than all of these shows combined have been in months, if not years. Anywho, I don't even know. Was that 6 pence, none the richer? Somebody super chat it. I need money, please. Please help. What am I going to do? Vinny Cat. Oh, everybody. Oh, Vinny Cat. Oh, I'm not super chatting. What did Chad do? Oh, what did Chad say? Oh, what did Shuli say to Stuttering John? Oh, Joey Z said something. Oh, Ray DeVito. You're all gay. Anywho, yeah, so now they have these destination drafts. They make it a week-long, like, fan fest thing. And listen, this place is packed. I mean, you got a guy in Germany right now reading who the Packers German fan club. What the hell is happening? So hey, listen, but people are paying for it. People are paying for it, folks. That's the thing with the NFL. And just like these other shitty shows, you keep paying for it. Why would they ever stop? You know? So same for these super chat and shitverse shows. Same goes the NFL. If people are going to continue to pay, why not? I mean, they had like 30,000 people there watching names get picked in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Who cares? But hey, shout out Goodell. Like I said, I'm surprised Roger Goodell doesn't have a super chat show. It's right up his alley. I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, I was watching the first and second rounds a little bit. It was always annoying between picks, but now it's just as you could expect, just like with NFL games and the freaking commercials every 2 minutes. I mean, the amount of time between picks in those first couple rounds. I mean, they should be ashamed of themselves. I understand marketing. I understand advertising, but the pick is in, and then you got to wait another 5 minutes. They do a commercial. They throw it to that vampire Mel Kiper or whatever the hell. Just make the pick. They got a kid, a retarded kid coming out to read it. They got a Vietnamese guy to come out. You know, they got all these random people, Make-A-Wish people coming out to read picks. Just read the picks. But again, they're making money. They're making the money, folks. And we're going to make a lot of money. Speaking of making money, put it on the board. I'm a man of my word. All super chats get read. Kafka, the great and powerful Kafka. Who needs Vinny Cash when you have Kafka? Let's get to brass tacks. If you meet and ski make a lady airtight, who gets what hole? Well, unbelievable question, frankly, folks. And you should all be ashamed for not super chatting this question sooner. Now, I will tweak it. The men in question here will be myself, Mead, and of course the great Victor, aka the caller. And the lady will be Lady KB, of course, out in Colorado in just a few weeks now. Who gets what hole? Well, if I have my druthers, I would like to go mouth because I don't want my penis or balls touching another man's penis or balls, which you would have to do if you're down in the nether quarters down there. I suppose I'm trying to think if there's a way to not have your balls touch each other, but yeah, I don't think it's really possible. So I'm gonna take mouth. Probably Victor gets the butt. Let's be honest. And Mead to Mead goes the glory of the holiest hole of holes, of course. Great question, Kafka. I wouldn't expect anything less from someone of your stature and class as the only super chatter of this show. Since everyone else is a fat coward. Speaking of fat cowards, shout out Tim Dillon. He'll be on the show next week. Hold on. I got a notification. Let's see what happened. What do I owe another bill? Yeah, whatever. Playing with a boy, playing with a boy. I gotta eat something. I've had 2 Celsiuses already today. And I haven't eaten a scratch. Not a scratch, folks. I barely ever eat when it's light out. Maybe once or twice a week I'll have like a late lunch, especially if I have a day off and I do drugs, specifically marijuana. I'll have because I just can't help myself when I just have to stuff myself full. I mean, multiple times this week. Because here's the deal, folks, and again, I have to say sports for the algorithm to make sure they know the show is still about sports. But here's a little Stancil Stradamus behind the scenes. What I like to do, my favorite word is efficiency if you watch any of these shows long enough. So if I have a day off or if I have whatever I have to do that day, if I don't have anything planned later, I like to get everything done, frankly, as any real man should, anyone with half a brain should. So Stancilites, take notes. While we're on the compound, this is what will be expected. Get everything done at the beginning. Why wait to do things? That's a deadly sin. That's sloth. Jesus, Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, will have you sent to Hades for being lazy, folks. So I like to get everything done ASAP, not rushing, but whatever you got to do. So I wake up, I go to the gym or throw in laundry or vice versa. It doesn't matter. Do that. Do whatever other task. I try to get everything done as soon as possible so then the rest of your day is free. And isn't life all about freedom, folks? And that's why I love this country. And that's why. But anyway, I got off. I forget where I was going. I was talking about engorging myself. So what happens when I get free, which I don't know, I have many free days, I'll imbibe in a what they call a marijuana cigarette, I believe, or a joint, or possibly a blunt if the money is flowing, if Kafka sends it through more super chats, rolls and blunts. But consequently, I can't help myself. God bless. I hear through the grapevine of people who smoke and don't have the urge to stuff their face. Good for you. Once I smoke and I cannot stop eating. Multiple days this week, I was rolling around in bed, groaning, my stomach engorged, thick gases emanating from my hindquarters. Yeah, so that's what happens. Sports. That's what happens when you. But it's great. It's very fun. It's very, very fun to do that. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Uh, the Jets. Quickly on my Jets, of course. I have no problem with their picks, really, because really, who cares? I mean, really, who cares about just about everything? I care about my freedom. And let me tell you something else, folks. As has been well documented, I'm a free thinker, high IQ. When I was a boy, I was told I had genius IQ. I'm sure it's still very high. I never got what they call the jab. I never got a single one. Actually, I still have my fake. I went to Belize. Oh, don't want to show my social security number. Oh God, a little show and tell. Let me hide mine. I went to Belize with this fake Vax card. All right, I'm back. See what happens? See what happens? You talk about you know what, and all of a sudden they pull your thing. But thank you, Kafka. Please, I need my please, please. Somebody else had money. Oh, please, I can't. I need more money. I need. Oh, please, let's hit the goal. Let's hit the goal. Okay, all right. I'm gonna end the show. If nobody super chats, I'm gonna end the show. Oh God, everybody's so gay. Anywho, what the hell was I talking about? Engorging myself on food. Oh, I'm just gonna throw this out there. That's how I got into as a pureblood American, someone who was a free thinker and realized all along that if you're just a healthy person, you had nothing to worry about with COVID. It racked me. So I never fell into the hysteria that the government clearly now proven tried to make as everyone lined their pockets. By the way, Fauci's nowhere to be found. He made almost $1 billion off of this and nowhere to be found now. But anywho, but it was on the up and up, right? Yeah. But let's say, and I mean, listen, it was never like, it was never nobody, I mean, as I said from the beginning, no one ever forced anyone out of their house. If you were scared enough of this lab-made virus, also a fact now, then you could have just stayed home. Instead, we did the opposite and forced people to stay in their houses. We're just starting to see the long-term effects of economically, socially, everything of how it pretty much ruined this country, frankly. But as I said, no one would ever force anybody out. If you were worried about it or whatever, you could have just stayed home and let everyone else, go about their business. That's like, who am I? But that seems like that would have seemed like the common sense thing to do instead of ruining small businesses forever and causing lifetimes of social issues. But what do I know? Anywho, my point I keep not getting to is, I don't know if you people have noticed this, but I feel like everybody keeps getting sick over and over again around me. I'm not. I'll just leave it at that. Okay? You do the math. I'm not. I don't get sick. Everybody at all my different jobs, everybody now, the last few months is like sick. All I'm saying is I'm pure blood. I haven't been getting sick. Now, is it my elite fitness or possibly my DNA wasn't changed? I don't know. Who's to say? But anywho, let's get back on track. This is a sports show, damn it. If you want something red, super chat it. Otherwise, have fun in the poor people chat. I'll skim through it in a bit. All right, let's talk about the hot sports topic. Well, you know what? I'll throw you plebes a bone. I'll read. Let's see some of these. Julio's in the chat. Yeah, fun fact: Jim was sick a couple weeks ago and got his friend sick. Yeah, well, that's true, but that was a stomach thing. That was a stomach thing. That was a stomach thing, and I'm so powerful. Frankly, it was because I'm so powerful. I basically turned into the monkey from Outbreak. It was a little 24-hour stomach virus. Everybody calm down, but Julio is technically right. I can't deny it. Bah, that's not what that was a stomach thing. Everybody around you is getting colds and flus and weird sinus stuff. That's not what I meant. Fuck you, Julio. Where the hell are you anyway? Let me try to go back to, all right, Kafka, we read that. What's been happening? It's mostly just Funky Bronco talking to himself. Funky Bronco, I can't even start reading yours because you just make the NFL draft great again. Yeah. ACDC, Sam V, he's a member. I'll read it. If you're a member, you get priority. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Maybe a swastika. Kanye West sucked his cousin's penis till he was 14. That's a fact if you want to look it up. Yes! T, I'm lying in bed too. Hell yeah. T Gunn, any relation to Leo Gunn, the head of the MLC private party. Julio, Jim is right. No one cares about the Jets. Oh, screw you. Yeah. Okay, we're pretty much caught up. Julio, it's like watching a talking beach beluga whale. Can't turn away. Well, folks, and by the way, sports, just to keep the algorithm on sports. You know what, Julio? Thank you for reminding me. A large, I believe, humpback whale washed up on Huntington Beach, California this week. There's a little bit of news for everyone. I'm a worldly man. All right. Let's get to the topic du jour. Everyone's been weighing in on Shedeur Sanders, the son of primetime Deion Sanders. One of the reasons I wear these glasses, they're primetime, throwback to the 90s era of sunglasses. Let me check my notes so I don't miss anything. Chargers pick is in. Somebody called Gino. The Steelers draft room was wearing gay pink shirts, which I would never, ever do. Oh my God, there's another like 50,000 people at this thing. My God, NFL makes buku bucks. And actually that ties in a bit to my Shedeur Sanders points here. Somebody, please, we have to hit the goal. Somebody else super chat. What's going on? I don't know. I'll get back to the poor people in a bit. Somebody please super chat. Vinny Cash took his money away. Now I don't make enough money anymore. He'll never get a new computer. Anywho. All right. Listen, here's the deal. With Shedeur Sanders. Everyone's making it. The race baiters are desperately trying to make this a thing. Listen, here, and if you follow me on Twitter, you probably heard all this before, but I'm going to say it live on wax for time eternum. So the aliens who are just us from the future, by the way, the aliens who are just us from the future, will listen to this when they inevitably farm this planet, when they're done with this little experiment they made, which is called Earth and humanity. Which, well, I guess we could say we made because it's just us from billions, if not trillions of years ahead in time and space. Um, they'll look back on this Shadur Sanders take and say, well, they'll probably say, which will translate to, boy, that Jim Stansel was, not only was Jim Stansel right about everything, god damn it, could he sing. As I interluded with about the draft and how Roger Goodell in the NFL loves money, the NFL teams, all they care about is making money and winning, and I would argue in that order. If Shadur Sanders could help any of these teams, he would have been drafted. These teams would draft Adolf Hitler if he would help them win a championship, help put people in the seats, and sell jerseys. If you go to my Twitter, I had Grok actually make a picture of Adolf Hitler as a quarterback. Very good stuff. My point is, and I don't know if you've watched the NFL, folks. Maybe some of you haven't. I don't know if you've noticed when you watch the NFL, there's a decent amount of black people in the NFL. I don't know if you guys knew that. I think the number is something like 80%. So, my point is just, don't get involved, whatever side you're on. Don't get involved with making this a race or culture thing. That is such clickbait and frankly lazy bullshit. From what I'm hearing, from my reports I've been getting coming across the wire, along with the unbelievable numbers we've been getting here at Ski Mask Media, all the reports coming across my desk right here are saying that Shadur Sanders was essentially unprepared for every part of the pre-draft stuff. Dable specifically said he was totally unprepared for the meeting he had with the Giants. Was kind of just flippant about the whole thing. From what I've heard, his workouts, same thing. He kind of just went through the motions. And these teams have seen guys like this before. Why are you going to put a guy on your team who's going to be a problem? Then you got the worry that his dad is Dion. And again, you don't want to bring in a guy who's going to be a problem or a me player. And meanwhile, you have these other guys doing the total opposite, which is, what I feel like any normal person would do is do every single thing they can to promote themselves for the draft. Study each team. Go over the top in your interviews. Prepare for your in-person interviews. All these teams meet with most of these high-end players before the draft. Prepare. Do mock interviews. Obviously, work your ass off in the offseason and to do every little thing you can to get the advantage over the next guy when you have your combine workouts, right? Instead, this guy had his own personal workout. From what I'm hearing, my sources are telling me he interviewed terribly, was just going through the motions, kind of disinterested, a bit hubristic, English major. And listen, that shit has consequences. You're not going to get drafted in this league on your laurels, on who your dad is, even on your college job. How many players have been, it's a silly question, obviously, but how many great college players never could make it in the NFL? A lot, probably I would say most of them, right? So all great and stuff, what he did. And also, and this is a credit to Dion, but he had great talent around him in Colorado. So that plays a part, it actually works against him when it comes draft time. And here's the other side. Also, who cares? He got drafted. Obviously, broke the news top of the show that Browns did draft him, which, by the way, classic Browns. Baker Mayfield, Deshaun Watson, and now Shadur Sanders. Cleveland, I mean, from its comics to its teams, just a fucking shithole part of the world. But anywho, it's also not a crime to go in the third round. Okay? I mean, you've seen all the hack posts and articles, I'm sure already, of all the QBs and players who didn't get drafted. So you're in the NFL. Inevitably, he was going to get drafted, which he did, obviously. Would it be crazy if he didn't get drafted at all? Yeah. That would be a little bit strange. But he got drafted as expected in the third round, which is also, by the way, not fucking crazy. He got drafted in the third round as a quarterback. It's not bad. And he's going to have a chance to prove himself. So it's really all just ridiculous noise, clickbait. Like I said, not only clickbait bullshit, but lazy clickbait bullshit on behalf of all these. Shame on all these talking heads making this about anything about anything other than the teams didn't think they could help the team. Again, as I said, is my main point. In the NFL, more than any other league, all they give a shit about is making money and winning. If all the 143 picks in front of where he got picked, if those teams thought they could help him more than the player they took, then they would have taken him. Period. Stop. So let's just stop the nonsense. He got drafted. He'll have a chance to prove himself. And that's the end of it. And Jim Stancil-Stradamus has spoken, the Socrates of sport, the Nostradamus of national pastime, the Aristotle of athletics. Jim Stancil, folks, I've spoken. That is the truth. And again, that's the reality of it. I don't have ad reads. I don't have to cater to fat Medicaid losers or just straight up losers like Borgos and Gustavs and all these other losers who have nothing better to do. I don't have to cater to anybody. I can tell the truth here. And the truth is, Shedeur Sanders was totally unprepared for every interview he did. He didn't have a great workout. He didn't really do anything. He did nothing more than the base level shit to help himself, and he saw the consequences, and he still went in the third round. So again, who gives a fuck? Who gives a shit? And rack me. What's another good 90s song? Oh, my lady caller saw Melissa Etheridge. One of my lady callers saw Melissa Etheridge the other night. Big lesbian, of course, but of course, the great song, what was that? Come to my window, I'll be wait by the light of the moon. Come to my window, I'll be home, I'm coming home. Come to my window, oh, come inside, wait by the light of the moon. Come to my window, I'll be home soon. I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Oh, rack me. Once again, more talent in my little left nut than all of these puppets and clippers and Zoom and a million Zoom windows. Once again, a clinic. And I didn't have to look at it. I didn't even have to raise my head off my pillow to do this. Do this shit in my sleep. No clips, no snipes, no guests. That's all a crutch. Just, can you do a show on your own or not? Can you do a show on your own without clips or reading other people's messages for 4 hours or 5 guests or putting a potato on your head or a puppet on your cock? Can you do a show? Can you carry a show on your own or not? Much less carry a tune like me. We're tiny, we're toony, we're all a little loony. It's Tiny Toon Adventures is about to start. Remember that show? Sports. What else is in the news? Pull Playing with a boy. Do you want to talk about WrestleMania? Well, I want to talk about it. So, frankly, I don't give a shit. We're gonna talk. Go, fucking, go watch a potato and a puppet talk to each other. You fucking loser. If you don't want to hear about WrestleMania. But we'll touch on. Listen, all in all, a lackluster WrestleMania 41. Let's be honest. I feel like they really blew their load, made white with the WrestleMania 40 last year. This one was lackluster. Certainly, the main event Sunday night, John Cena versus Cody Rhodes, totally lackluster. And I get kind of. I mean, they were obviously the point they were proving is Cena's one of the best wrestlers of all time. He systematically, he was supposed to like win in a boring way where he didn't do anything frivolous. He just did all. He's a pro. He did everything to do to beat Cody Rhodes. Blah blah. But no twists, no turns, no Rock coming out in the main event. There were some moments. The Intercontinental match was fun. The dirty Dominic Mysterio wins it. Fun match. You had the Heyman / Rollins semi-heel turn. I don't know if it's a full heel turn. But John Heyman screwing over Reigns and CM Punk. That was fun. And capped off by Braun Breaker joining forces with Seth Rollins. Braun Breaker, by the way, great young wrestler. You haven't checked him out. Very entertaining. Like him a lot. The son of Rick Steiner, if you know wrestling. If you don't know Braun Breaker. And the women's match, give them credit. Great actual wrestling in that match. My mommy, Rhea Ripley, did not win, but the Asian lady, as it were, she won belt. She stinks on the mic because she can't speak English, but great wrestler. So anyway, yeah, all in all, nothing crazy. Stone Cold came out just to read the attendance the second night. You probably all saw the clip. He crashed his ATV into the wall. But yeah, not a ton of surprises. Kind of did what they had to do. Entertaining enough, but lackluster overall. Of course, I consulted with off the air with the wise man of wrestling, Juggy, and he essentially agreed. Yeah. Any questions? Because I'm done with my list of what I wanted to talk about. And unlike all these other spineless podcast losers, and I'm including even the big guys in this, I'm not going to do a show just to drag on a show, just to try to get money from you people or hit some algorithm. When I'm done talking, I'm done talking. So let's see what you pour. If you have any questions from the poor people, and then I'm done, and maybe I'll roll out of this bed. I mean, better numbers right now than we've ever had, and I'm just going to end the show anyway because as a podcast purist, it's quality over quantity. I have no podcast should be 60 to 90 minutes max. Anything more is a telethon. It's so silly. I mean, MLC, of course, specifically, but a lot of these doing 4-hour shows, 3-hour shows. I'll never even turn on a show. And that, too, goes with the 5 days a week show. And I mean this seriously, and forget, obviously, including MLC, but before that, there's something to these podcasts when it's death by quantity. I just lose interest when it's constantly coming out. I don't get more interested. I get less interested. I can't think top of my head who's done, obviously the ones we all know, but I usually stop listening if it's too much, because it's just like, how can this be good? If you're talking 4, 5, 6 days a week, there's nothing to talk about. There can't be anything to talk about. That's just fact. Playing with a small boy. Yeah, tomorrow night, Rodney's, 8 o'clock. Ray Kumpf, BFF of Tim Dillon, will be there. Who knows? Maybe Tim Dillon will show up. Julio, keep singing. About to jump on the treadmill. Need some music for my cardio. Sesh. Ugh. Sesh. Here we go. Now Julio with some real feedback. About time somebody with something of substance. WWE dropped the ball with The Rock not making an appearance at the Mania main event. Corny. Absolutely. That's what it needed. That's what I thought they were building up to by making the match so boring. By having John Cena go through systematically just win the match. I thought there had to be some kind of twist or The Rock coming out to beat the hell out of Cody Rhodes or something, but it just ended, and that was that. Yeah, almost borderline bizarre. And I guess The Rock commented on something he didn't want to take away from Cena's big moment, blah, blah, blah. I mean, that's all kayfabe, but poops. What is it? That's pretty much. The overlap of Kumia fans and wrestling fans is pretty telling. Very gay. Funky Bronco. I'm just going to read a random one because there's about 9,000 of these. You said you would talk about chefs wearing black gloves. Did I say that like 5 weeks ago? Yeah, I hate it. I feel like we talked about this. Didn't me and Mead talk about this when we did the 200th, whatever, 100th show? I don't even fucking know. I already, ACDC is a good egg, even though he's not a member or has super chatted. Orals Kagan does great random podcast shows, all interacting with chat. Yeah, 100%. And that's why it's not like super chat or no super chat at all. That's what I guess that's my point. I know I like to lean heavily into shaming super chatters, but that's ML. Let me be clear. That's MLC specific shaming because folks, you got to listen to what I say. Everything isn't black or white. Super chats have 100% ruined MLC from what it was. These other shows that were nothing before, it's fine. There is as I keep saying, there's a place for super chats. This would be a great show for super chats. It's a sports show. It's like a call-in show. No, but seriously, yes, that's the fun of it. I mean, I'm reading your guys' messages right now. There is a place for it. It's supposed to be, like I said, just a way to support the show for a couple bucks. You can support the show. But MLC used to be a real podcast with real active comics or comics that have some clout. And now big guests are Barry Ribs and, no offense, Brian McCarthy. You know, it's like, the Barry Ribs or the Stevie Lou or even the Me or the Ski Mask. Those are like one-off guests every couple months, to have some fun mixed in, where all the regular guests are actually real active comics at or above Kevin's level. And now not only are we subjected to, and Chad's I'll include like the once or twice a month guy. And then over the years, it's turned into those guys are regular co-hosts, and the show is reading these people's messages that I don't give a fuck about. I don't give a shit what Beloved Chatter thinks of Ray. No offense. I've hung out with Beloved Chatter. He's a good egg. But I'm just making a point, like, who gives a shit about these people? MLC was always, and Kevin will quote me still, MLC was and is always a show about a show, which makes this channel a show about a show about a show. It was always about drama and this to that, but it used to not be between nobodies. And I include myself in the nobodies, much less these super chatters and puppets and all these losers. It was actually real comics and real world beefs. As I always say, Kevin used to pull on doors of his kids' school to make sure they were closed and have stories. Now you do a show 5 days a week, 6 days a week. How can you have any stories? You don't go to the clubs. I'm a paraplegic. Anywho, you happy, ACDC? You got me ranting. Julio. Instead of The Rock, we got Scott. Yeah, Travis Scott and Fiend. If I hear that song, again, I'm going to call ice. All right. Well, Jings, I'm certainly not going to read those messages on YouTube, but noted. All right. Absolutely knocked it out of the park without raising my head off the pillow. 65 minutes on the fucking dot. That's how long podcasts should and are supposed to be. Once again, patreon.com, Ski Mask Media, $3. Just today uploaded 2 new pieces of content. Me on the kayak documenting ospreys fighting crows, and me in Harlem just yesterday. Only available on the Patreon. And even if you don't watch anything, just go $3. Donate $3 for real ass people who do real shows and actually still respect the sanctity of podcasting. Patreon.com, Ski Mask Media. My accountant's Venmo is on the bottom there if you want to cut out all the middlemen. At DaveD23 is my accountant's Venmo. I can't be trusted with money, so send it to him. And yeah, whatever all you gay people say, hit the like button, subscribe. Like I said, there are perks to becoming a member, because after I do the Stancil Outdoors or a walk in NYC, those go members only until I have time to turn on my 1972 MacBook here and upload them to Patreon. So the kings of content, keep doing it. Rack me, rack you, demand more from your podcast, go tell everyone what you saw here today. Count the votes. Count all the troops and bring home the votes, and go outside. Goodbye.